Registrar Sahib, we are ready. You can give the marching orders.
Side
Honorable Chancellor, Honorable Vice Chancellor, members of Chiranjeev Charitable Trust, Governing Body, Board of Management, Academic Council, guests, parents, members of the faculty and graduates. I, Dr. Manleen Kaur, Assistant Professor, University School of Law, welcome you all to the third convocation of Ansal University. I request the Honorable Chancellor Sir to declare the convocation open.
I hereby declare the convocation open.
I now invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Raj Singh, to present the report of the University.
Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Tejendra Khannaji, former Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Honorable Chancellor Sri Sushil Ansal, Guest of Honor Mr. Saket Modi, Founder and CEO of Lucid Technologies, our Trustee Dr. Kusum Ansal, members of governing body, Board of Management, Academic Council, awardees of Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa, Dr. E. Sridharan and Mrs. Rachel Gujral, Deans of Schools, proud parents, invited guests, members of the faculty and staff of the university, the recipients of PhD, postgraduate and undergraduate degrees, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome to the third convocation of Ansal University. We are grateful to our chief guest that he has very kindly consented to be with us this morning and deliver the convocation address on this momentous day. We welcome you, sir, on behalf of all the faculty, staff and students. Special welcome to Mr. Saket Modi, our guest of honor, Dr. E. Sridharan and Mrs. Rachel Gujral, who will be awarded the PhD honoris causa. Today, a total 616 degrees plus 2 honorary degrees will be awarded. As I stand before you, I feel honored and privileged to present to you the report of the university and apprise you of what we have been able to achieve for your university during last 1 year. There's so much to tell, and I only hope that I'll be able to do that in next 10 to 12 minutes. As the Chiranjeev Charitable Trust entered its 31st year of higher educational excellence, the university completed 6 years of its existence when it was established in 2012, and has been a year of reckoning. As I started my second innings as the Vice Chancellor about a year ago, I found an unprecedented enthusiasm and promise it has for higher education in this country. With 4 pillars of educational philosophy, which are industry relevance, global orientation, transdisciplinarity of education, and character building, in an environment of research and innovation, it has made significant progress in all these areas. The university currently offers, through its 8 schools, undergraduate, postgraduate and doctoral level degrees in architecture, business and management, design, engineering, hospitality, planning and development, law and allied health sciences. We have about 3,000 students, including 69 PhD scholars and a few Fulbright scholars, guided by extremely competent and highly qualified faculty members. We have about 165 faculty members as on today. To be industry relevant, we have collaborated with industries, and one of them is Lucid Technologies, whose founder and CEO is with us as guest of honor, and we're offering BTech in cyber security in collaboration with them. We collaborated with hospitals like Medanta, Max, Fortis, Paras, Center for Eyesight, and others for internship of our students of allied health sciences. We established centers of excellence named Sushant Oxide Low Vision Center in collaboration with Oxide Limited, which is a company established through research at Oxford University. With Manicon UK, we set up a Center for Sight Restoration in Irregular Cornea and Center for Glaucoma Screening with Manthan Eye Health Foundation. I'm happy to inform you all that these 3 centers have become one of the kind in northern India, and we become referral center for almost all the hospitals in this part of the country. In less than 6 months, we have received patients from all over the country and Afghanistan. And recently we had the former Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, who was referred by PGI Chandigarh. The collaborators have invested collectively about 50 lakhs in sophisticated equipment to equip these laboratories. Institute of Clinical Research of India has joined hands to start many innovative programs that are industry relevant. The university has launched programs in emerging technologies like Internet of Things, robotics, artificial intelligence, data science, and renewable energy. BSc in Operation Theatre and Dialysis Technology, Masters in Urban Transport Planning, Sustainable Architecture and Design, Intellectual Property Rights, and Clinical Psychology have also been launched. Students of Sushant School of Art and Architecture have been working on Gurgaon as a living lab, and the school has worked on Haridwar Dehradun Rudrapur Arc Landscape project with World Wildlife Fund. It has recently organized an international planning and architecture conclave which witnessed confluence of the best in the world. And the 5-day program, we saw the legendary Hafiz contractor, Professor Roger Conard, I.M. Chisti, Peter Scriver, Gregory Burgess, Roshni Vadera, and Shelja Vora, to name a few, and there were a galaxy of speakers from all over the world from the field of planning, architecture, policy making in the area. The recent collaboration with Indian Institute of Interior Designers has been a significant step coming closer to the industry. The School of Hospitality has developed close relationships with renowned hotels, including IHG International Hotel Group, organized panel discussions and authors conclave. Students catered to 8 diplomatic functions at Embassy of France, including their National Day on July 14, 2018. The School of Law adopted Legal Care and Support Center at Women's Police Station at Sector 51 and is working on the 6P project with Navjyoti Foundation. Sushant School of Design held workshops on user experience and reached out to many schools for College Bridge program. It hosted 150 school students for design workshops. Sushant School of Design students also curated a fashion show at British High Commission, showcasing the Queen's award-winning costumes designed by Art University of Beaumont, UK, and which were inspired by the 1950s era. Regular industry visits, guest lectures, panel discussions by industry stalwarts, and community outreach program have been regular featured at Sushant School of Business and School of Engineering and Technology, and of course other schools. We have adopted 5 villages near Patodi under the Unnat Bharat Abhiyan of Government of India, and we have been working on improving the education, health, hygiene for these villages and trying to make them model villages as has been perceived as per the Abhiyan of Government of India. The year has witnessed Ansal University collaborating with some of the finest institutions abroad. While we have already been working with Vettel France, which is the best hospitality institute in the world, currently present in 42 countries with 50 centers. And we started this in 2015. In last 1 year, we have collaborated with University of Westminster for School of Architecture, University of Warwick for Sushant School of Business, Art University of Beaumont for School of Design, University of West England Bristol for School of Engineering, Queen's University of Belfast for Sushant School of Planning and Development, which is the latest institution created as a spin-off of Sushant School of Art and Architecture. Recently, we have collaborated with Bartlett School of Architecture of University College London, which is 2nd best in the world. University of Westminster is 3rd best, and we have also been the visiting school of AA, the #1 in the world Architecture Association in UK. And the first batch of students will go to Bartlett this summer under the collaboration. Ansal University works with its partner institutions in the areas of curriculum design, information sharing related to the disciplines, faculty exchange, joint research projects, summer as well as winter schools, and faculty development. In 2018, more than 110 students went for exchange programs with different institutions, including 29 to University of Warwick, 18 to Art University of Beaumont, 19 Vettel Nimes in South France, 10 to Silpcom University, Bangkok, and 38 to various institutions in the US. Many European universities, Dubai, Thailand, Bahrain, and Nepal. 3 students went to NIMS under the most innovative program as was awarded in November 2018 in the world. Under Marco Polo program, they can go to any of the vital institutions in the world. About 40 delegations from foreign universities visited the university for different types of interactions. Ansal University is known for transdisciplinary approach to learning. It is known as TDL, transdisciplinary learning, wherein every student chooses a course per semester from the other school of the university. It has an opportunity for them to earn a minor degree in case they accumulate certain credit units. And with humility, I must say that we are by far the only institution in this part of the country to have started this kind of scheme for students. While TDL has significantly expanded the learning opportunities for students, it brings them closer to real life and breeds innovation. All our foreign partners and industry partners have generally appreciated this kind of initiative because it is commonly not seen. Community outreach, eye checkup camps in schools and villages, discussions on various social issues, visits to old age homes and orphanages, volunteering services, creating awareness on social issues by organizing street plays and road shows, and training on behavioral aspects. Sports and cultural activities make the common thread of character building which runs through every activity we organize at Ansal University. PhD program in all these schools and Fulbright scholars create an ambience necessary for research. The year saw 63 research papers, 4 books being published, and 54 conference papers. The university now has a full-time position of Dean Research and Development to further push the research, innovation, and entrepreneurship. In 6 months, since the position was created, we have submitted projects worth 2 crores to various funding agencies, including Department of Science and Technology. Energy audit of AU campus and a mall in Greater Noida have been carried out involving faculty and students. Automation apps have been developed by the students, and we hope to see more of it happening as we proceed. Students have brought laurels to university, winning awards by participating in events globally, including winning a hackathon, winning the 2nd position in Femina Miss India, and 1st prize on Innovation Day in Delhi University. The new cricket, tennis, and football academies have organized Blaze, a university-level events, and the best sporting talent came together. While a student passed out of School of Engineering and Technology recently secured placement of 75 lakhs at Google, 12 students of hospitality placed at various hotels in USA with 12 lakh or more salaries, like Conrad Miami, Hyatt Dallas, Ocean as Resort and Golf Club Massachusetts, and Phoenician Resort Arizona. This year has been a very good year for placements, and we have had some excellent season going on. I have requested our corporate resource center to continue the placement process till the single eligible student is placed. While we look back on the action-packed year with National Conference on Myopia Control, International Planning and Architecture Conclave, Design Summit, faculty development programs open to all institutions and universities of National Capital Region, University Alumni Meet, workshops, panel discussions, HR breakfast, and host of activities of the past year. I look forward to even more action-packed year with TEDx license received last week, Model United Nations, 3 international research conferences, and moot court competition, about 250 students going on exchange program to various foreign partners. All these efforts of my colleagues and students have borne fruits, and the university and schools have secured top rankings by ASSOCHAM, Competition Success Review, and many other ranking agencies. I, on behalf of management and my colleagues, assure you that we will leave no stone unturned to make you feel proud of Ansal University, your alma mater. Turning to my young friends, the graduates, heartiest congratulations to you and your parents on this day. Remember, there is an unwritten and unsigned contract between you and the university. While the management and faculty members bring reputation to your alma mater, it is you who nurture it and take it to newer heights. I urge you to strive to be the best in whatever you do and make your family, the school, and the university feel proud of you. And if that happens, the country will automatically be proud of you. Keep coming back to us. It is your university, your alma mater, and we will keep showing you how well we are taking care of your alma mater. I congratulate you on this momentous day and pray to Almighty that He gives you all the happiness in life, as in your happiness lies our happiness. He gives you all the success in life, as in your success lies our success. Thank you and God bless all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request Honorable Chancellor, sir, to address the August gathering.
वो निकाल दिया आपने? वो तो लगा के रख लो इसमें। 1 मिनट रुकते हैं।
Respected Chief Guest, Shri Tejinder Khanna ji, Guest of Honor, Shri Saket Modi, members of the governing body and the Management Council, the Registrar, Dr. Raj Singh, our dynamic Vice Chancellor, Deans of various schools, faculty members, parents, students, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy and delighted to welcome you to this great milestone event of our university, to honor and recognize the achievements of the passing out graduates from the university and aims, objectives and vision of your university. On this occasion today, we also have the rare privilege of honoring two great personalities of India. One is Shri T. Sridharan, who is well-known person. He is a person who has given us metro, not only to Delhi, but to most of the cities of India. And he is a person who, whatever little I know of him, is a true professional. Sir, your accepting this degree today has honored our university, and we are very fortunate that you are here with us. At the same time, I would like to thank another great interior decorator and artist, a creative person, Ansal Gujarat. She is also here today, and she has also honored us by accepting this great, being with us today and accepting our award. Thank you so much for being with us. We are really honored that Shri Tejinder Khanna ji agreed to be the chief guest today. I know him personally for many, many years. He is not only a very successful bureaucrat, has been Lieutenant Governor of Delhi twice, and as Lieutenant Governor he has been the Chancellor of several universities, including IIT Delhi and several universities. He is also a visionary, a great visionary. I am confident that today's address will inspire all our students and the audience. We are looking forward to your address today, sir. We also have Shri Saket Modi. He is a genius. How is he a genius? Don't get scared if I tell you something. He can steal what is all messages you send to your private girlfriends on his mobile here. He won't do it, but he is a cyber security man. He knows exactly how to secure your information and data. So we are proud of him that he is here today to throw light on his special subject, and also he is the co-founder of Lucidius, which has collaborated with our university to take forward cybersecurity is a need of the hour. And we are thankful to him and his company to have associated with us. Thank you very much. The reason why we entered into education was that my father started his career as a tutor. He used to go from home to home teaching people, and that is how it was decided to come to the field of education. I won't bore you or take you into details, but what I want to emphasize today is that the idea was to create a university of very high educational standard. We are not here for quantity, we believe in quality, and our efforts have been to globalize education. In order to globalize education, we have tried to tie up with the best universities in the world. We have succeeded in few areas, in few disciplines, in few schools. In few, we have yet to tie the best in the world. Our efforts are on, and I'm sure with the efforts of our Vice Chancellor and the advice that we get from the governing body and the management committee members, we'll be able to achieve what our vision and what our objective is. Educational institutions have to look at the present and the future needs of the society and the world at large. Keeping that in mind, we have started few new courses in School of Engineering like Cloud Technology, Data Science with industry partner IT Nurture, one of the leading specialists in this field. As mentioned earlier, cybersecurity is another corner of the day for which we have tied up with industry partner Lucidius, a well-known company looking after security of the Prime Minister's office, Government of India, and many other well-known companies, both national and international. We believe that universities are laboratories for research and innovations. We encourage students, adventurous mind and spirit, and to tread the unknown and discover the invent and new strengths. This spirit was triggered human progress down the ages. Students are the catalysts of scientific and economic change. Every year, more than 52 research papers are published apart from journals by your university. A motivated, qualified, dedicated faculty is a matter of challenge. We are fortunate that we have a pool of highly talented, research-oriented deans, faculty selected from within the country and from overseas. Foreign collaborations have brought in technology-enabled learning and collaborative information and communication technologies. We are thankful to our various collaborators and industry partners who have assisted us in upgrading our educational techniques and curricula to make it abreast with the needs of the industry and times. Without students' emotional involvement, attachment, and ignited spirit, no university can progress. Luckily, the spirit of teamwork, collaborative efforts, and dedication is taking the university to still higher echelons of success, for which we are proud of both our faculty and the students. I personally want to thank the students and faculty members on this occasion for the great effort and teamwork they have been showing in the past, and I'm sure that in future they will surpass the benchmarks that they've already created. I wish them all the best in their efforts. The ultimate result of quality education and training is reflected in the placement of students in leading and well-known international and national companies. Every year, over 100 companies of high repute visit our campus, and many of our graduates are selected and employed by some of the leading national and international companies like Nestle India Limited, American Express, Reliance Jio, Group Concord, Dell, Hewlett Packard, and many more. I'm proud and glad to share with all of you about the recognitions and awards given to the university. Your university featured in Forbes India Market and has been selected amongst the top 50 private universities in the country. Ansal University was honored and recognized at the House of Commons, London, UK, as one of the leading emerging universities in India for global-oriented education. The School of Management Studies has been ranked 4th amongst the emerging business schools in India. The Sushant School of Art and Architecture is among the top-ranked architectural institutions in the country for over 2 decades and ranked as #1 in the private institution category. The Sushant School of Design ranked 5th Best National Design School of Education Awards in 2017. While reading all this is just to thank my personally on behalf of the trustees and the management of the great effort students have put in and the faculty members have put in. But for them, you would have not achieved this success and achieved these rankings that you have. We are very, very thankful to you personally and on behalf of the trustees for what excellent work you have produced. And at the same time, we hope that sky is the limit. We have to be #1 and not #2. To my dear young graduates, today marks the important day in your lives and a great milestone in your life journey. Entering into this institution, facing intense competition, you pursued your academic interest with passion, hard work and dedication. Therefore, you have earned your degree and awards. It is a moment of pride for you as much as it is for your teachers, parents, and those who had any part in shaping your life. But education does not end here. It is a continuous process. Another phase of your life is ahead. New challenges and opportunities lie ahead of you. To deal with all successes and failures with positive attitude. I am sure that each one of you has different dreams. Surely you should never give up your dreams and aspirations. Pursue them with passion that will drive you to higher levels of achievements and make your life purposeful for you, your family, and the world at large. I congratulate all the parents who are witnessing a great moment in the lives of their sons and daughters. Congratulations also to friends and relatives who have assembled here to make this event memorable. Let us give our combined best wishes to these men and women for their journey ahead and make the world a better place to live. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We feel privileged to honor some eminent professionals for their significant contribution in their respective professions by conferring honorary doctorate degrees. I now request Dr. Samiksha Ojha, Dean, Sushant School of Business, to present Dr. E. Sridharan for Award of Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa in Management. May I invite Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Tejinder Khanna Ji, former Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, to do the honors. Honorable Chancellor and Vice Chancellor are requested to join him.
ज़्यादा आगे मत जियो, ज़्यादा आगे नहीं चिराग, ज़्यादा आगे नहीं जियो, बस इतना इतना ठीक है, ज़्यादा आगे नहीं जियो।
Ansal University Gurgaon, with full honours, confers upon Honourable Dr. E. Sridharan the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, honoris causa, for being a successful professional, popularly known as the Metro Man. He is known for his glorious services to the nation in the field of railways. His is the journey of a man from an engineer to a manager, a quintessential engineer, an accomplished academician, a renowned scientist, and a person with a vision. Honorable Dr. E. Sridharan is a person who is known as the Metro Man. Dr. E. Sridharan, an Indian engineer, played a key role in the building of the Konkan Railway and the Delhi Metro. He was born in Palakkad district on 12th of June 1932 in a remote village in Kerala, had a brilliant academic career, and took his degree in civil engineering in 1953 from the Government College of Engineering, Kakinada. As an executive engineer in Southern Railways, he came into spotlight when he restored the 126 spans of Pamban Railway Bridge, which got washed away by tidal waves on 22nd of December 1963. Dr. E. Sridharan is a person who does not only have a plan in mind, but has always executed it with precision. The Konkan Railway project, which has 93 tunnels with a total tunnel strength of 82 kilometers and 150 bridges, was executed under his leadership, and the work was completed in 7 years. He held many challenging and responsible posts in Indian Railways, including General Manager, Western Railways, and retired in June 1990 as Member Engineering Railway Board and as ex-officio secretary to the Government of India. After this, he was entrusted with the task of changing the face of transport in the capital city. Following the success of Delhi Metro, Dr. Sridharan has been spearheading the spread of metro systems in many other cities in the country. In the process, metro projects are now coming up in various cities in India. His pioneering contribution to the Delhi Metro and to the spread of metro revolution in the country earned him the nickname of Metro Man. Dr. E. Sridharan has been conferred the Doctor of Philosophy in Management honoris causa by IIT Roorkee in 2009 and by Mahamaya Technical University in 2013. For his brilliance, various awards and accolades were conferred on him both nationally and internationally. The Government of India honored him with Padma Shri, the 4th highest civilian award in the Republic of India, in 2001. The Government of France bestowed upon him the Order of Légion d'Honneur, the highest decoration in France, in 2005. In 2008, he received the Padma Vibhushan, the 2nd highest civilian award in the Republic of India, in recognition of his work with the Delhi Metro, and was named as one of Asia's heroes by Time magazine in 2003. He was also appointed by the former UN Secretary General to serve on the United Nations High-Level Advisory Group on Sustainable Transport. He is a highly revered person for his deep commitment, unstoppable determination, and work ethics. He is acknowledged to be among one of the most respected professionals the world over, who has made a lasting contribution to mankind. Ansal University takes pride and feels honored to confer upon Honorable Dr. E. Sridharan the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Management honoris causa.
Thank you, ma'am.
ये चिराग ले लिए
I now invite Dr. Vibhuti Sachdev, Dean Sushant School of Art and Architecture, to present Miss Rasil Gujral Ansal for Award of Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa in Architecture.
Ansal Gujral Ansal, one of India's leading lifestyle designers, has been ceaselessly contributing to the field of interior and exterior architecture over the past 30 years. Her designs are unique with sensitivity for sustainability and creative innovations. Her emphasis on a refined use of art, magnificent objects, patterns, strong silhouettes, textures, and a sophisticated, balanced color palette provides a refined, original signature. In 1986, she founded her workshop with a vision to sculpt the dream and satiate the desires of the most discerning architects and customers. Being active in the field for over 30 years, she has evolved as India's most prominent and valued lifestyle designer. Her unconventional approach to design has made her one of the most sought-after designers in India. From fashion, home decor, and architecture, her designs are luxurious yet vibrant at the same time. They display her inherent deep sense of aesthetics and understanding of rich cultural heritage of India. Known for their relevance as they relate to the past, her designs absorb current interactive popularity. She has influenced trends and molded aspirations through her outstanding and innovative designs and the inspiring architectural language. Rasil Gujral has received remarkable recognition through many prestigious national and international awards and accolades. Most recent one being the Asia Pacific Property Awards 2019, while catering to an array of clients. From 100,000 square feet projects scaling the cliffs of Goa, India, to big townhouses in Texas, USA, she has a global presence, taking her philosophy of indigenous luxury far and wide. Her accomplishments can be attributed to her talent, drive, determination, and a pure love for beauty in design. She also attributes the same to the artistic environment where she grew up in her father's home, the renowned artist, architect, sculptor, Padma Vibhushan awardee, Sri Satish Gujral. Rasil Gujral Ansal is a name that resonates as a testimony of remarkable design. On the occasion of third convocation of the Ansal University, it is a proud privilege to honor Rasil Gujral Ansal by conferring on her the degree of PhD honoris causa.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir. I now request the guest of honor, Sri Saket Modi, to deliver his address.
Good morning, everybody. I will start with one lines of one of my favorite mentors, John Chambers. He says, if I say everything and you agree with that, I have not done my job. I am a 28-year-old founder and CEO of a cybersecurity company which started not very long back and today secures some of the largest Fortune 50 companies around the world. And what I'm here to share with you are the huge number of mistakes that I've made and ways by which we can all learn and make sure that we make new mistakes and not repeat the mistakes which can be done. I'll break my entire speech into just 3 key findings that I believe if I knew when I was coming out as a computer science engineer, I knew would have made a big difference to where I am today. But before I go there, the first thing which I want to start with is I hope you guys understand that this is one of the most exciting times in the history of mankind that we are living in. Let's take a poll from the audience. How many of you think this is the most exciting time to ever live in? Can I see hands? Okay, for a lot of you, you think so, but the ones which don't, let me give you some history lesson. With everything that's going on, including the firings right now at the LOC, we are in the most peaceful time in the history of recorded history of mankind. We are in the most comfortable time. We are in the most healthiest time ever. Only a few centuries back, by this age, not only a lot of us would not be there, would be dead, but also would probably not be with our teeth, because it was war all over, and there were all kinds of challenges which were going around. People knew so little till just a few hundred years back, because the access to things like internet and technology was so little. Today we live in a world where you don't need a Tata or a Birla in front of your surname to create a multi-billion-dollar company like a Flipkart or a Snapdeal, or even globally like a Facebook or a Google, which starts out of a 21 or a 22-year-old from their graduation or undergraduation, going out and dreaming something very, very big and trying to go and achieve that. And that's the exciting time that I'm talking about, where it all takes is $25 to a subscription to the iTunes or the Apple App Store to make your own app, or hire a CTO as a co-founder and go and make and change the world and create history forever. And that is the excitement of the premise that I come with. The three key learnings that I can share about, with the summary of all the mistakes and the reasonably good things that I and my team have been able to do over the last half decade. I'll start with the first one. As a young person, we know that we've learned a lot from the universities and the experience of life, but the most important thing which I think what we need to know as young people are the things we don't know, and the universe of things we don't know. The reason why I say that is I come across this very, very commonly, especially with young and very, very smart graduates who've got accustomed to get those, 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10, or getting the 4 out of 10 like the way I was, but at the same time excelling in other fields which they enjoy doing, and having their head very, very high about the things they think they know the universe. And when you go out and when you really find out what the world is about, and you find out that there is a gazillion things that you don't know, and what you knew was a very, very small subset of that. For that, one of the things I've been very fortunate to be practicing and very, very lucky with, I've surrounded myself with some of the most phenomenal mentors and advisors that I could ever come across. I started my speech with one of my favorite mentors, John Chambers, who I've been very, very fortunate to closely work with. He's the man who built the world's biggest enterprise technology B2B company as their CEO. He was the CEO of Cisco for 25 years. And today, when I have the fortune of working directly under his mentorship for more than 2 years now, the probability of a young person doing stupid things comes down. I say only comes down, doesn't come to zero. But that's the filter that you apply with the right kind of mentors. One of the reasons why somebody like John and a couple of other very, very senior advisors that I have in my life, and my team was actually thinking about this, the reason why they would be interested to mentor or coach a small company or a young individual like myself, or a lot of you sitting out here, is not because of the money they're going to make or the fame that they're going to get, because the right advice comes from the people who've already been there, done that. And the reason why they get excited is that when you can really take what they say and implement that on the ground, and then go back and show them, look, this is what I did, and what do you think about this? And the right kind of people, the right kind of mentors don't mind you challenging them of how you think of things, and at the same time, a lot of time agree to disagree. But when you come out, you work together as a team. So for me, one of the first most important thing in my life is when you come across mentors, and that can really be in the form of these amazing guests that have been coming here. The entire history of the man who built Delhi Metro, for example, is a clear example. I would not let go of him from this tent, and I would chase him down and say, I need a half-an-hour slot with you to tell you what I'm thinking about and just take your feedback about what things are. And this is just one example. You can actually chase people in conferences, in the right places, and when you get that half-an-hour, 15-minute, 15-second slot with them, you make the most out of them by actually telling them how in-depth you've been in what you're trying to do and what you're trying to think. So that was my first message that I thought should be very, very crucial in knowing what you know, but more importantly, knowing what you don't know as a young person when you come out. And don't take me wrong. One of the best things about being young is the young and dynamic way we are. We can be working 16 or 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, because we are doing something that we like. But at the same time, that needs the right direction. And that's why I say the number one thing is that of finding the right person, of doing that. Number two, as a common misconception that I have seen across now working with global Fortune 50 companies, now having a team of more than 200 people, and we've been very fortunate to be in an extremely deeply technical industry that is cybersecurity. One of the things I've seen is IQ is very, very overrated. What that means is that I think, considering the way our curriculum is made and the way we are born and brought up, we are actually overemphasizing on the power of logical reasoning, where you talk about, oh, if this is something good to me, that's the only reason I do something. While I've seen the top-notch people on the planet, including the Jeff Bezos and the Elon Musks and the Masayoshi Son, the biggest decisions they've taken in life has not been based on logic, but based on the intuition that comes out from them. I've seen, and I've been very fortunate, as a company we're incubated from IIT Bombay. I have a band of people who we work with who come from the top schools on the planet, and of course as executives around the world. And I've seen the most successful ones, the really, really successful ones. Of course they are smart, but more importantly, they know where to draw the line between logical reasoning and doing what you think is the right thing to do. We are only taught that the 95%ers are the ones who succeed, but if you really take a stat of what things are and how things are, the ones which have been the most successful decisions that have been made in any field, let me take one example as the most successful investment ever made by an individual in the history of mankind, has been a guy called Masayoshi Son, and there was somebody who came to him, and this is a young Chinese guy who comes to him and tells him, I want to build the world's biggest e-commerce company. So Masa asks him, okay, show me the business plan. He says, I don't have any. He says, how many employees do you have? He says, I have 8 employees. And what do you want to do? I want to build the world's biggest e-commerce company. This was not a logical call to make, or any investor would throw this guy out saying, why are you wasting my time? But Masa cut a $20 million check to get a 33% stake of his company, valuing it at $60 million. And this guy was Jack Ma, who created Alibaba, which today is worth $450 billion, and the stake of Masa is 1/3 of that even today, which is $150 billion. It went from 20 million to $150 billion of stake in more than a decade, but that was not based on logic. It was based on what Masa says, the spark in the eyes. I think IQ is very, very overrated. I think we've even gone to the extent of trying to critically analyze the people we fall in love with, that how and why and where, and that's the reason why you screw up in most of our relationships. I think we need to go way beyond that and basically see things which make you happy and really go with that. And the last part, which I think is the most important thing, which I have learned in my life, and my little analysis, and remember, everything I speak is coming out from a mouth of a 28-year-old who knows very little, so it can all be discounted of the little that he's talking about or he knows about. But the most important thing that in my little life I've come across is finding your own high. And I'll explain what that means. Unfortunately, when people come and talk to you about what should be the important thing when you come out of your college and do, and a lot of them will talk to you about, oh, you have to be an entrepreneur. Don't work for anybody, work for this. If you talk to a good professor, he talks to you about knowledge. If you talk to an army man, or you watch Uri, you want to become an army professional, etc., etc., etc. One of the things that I have realized in life is there is no right or wrong high. Unfortunately, a lot of young people start asking questions, or parents start asking questions, tell me the field which has the most scope. Let me tell you, I have not come across a single field in my life ever which doesn't have scope for people who are the best in that, for people who are passionate about what they do in that. And the funny thing is, a lot of things which you think might not be the right highs, if you really double click on what you call as successful people, and I feel money can be a high, there's nothing wrong. If you like making money, there's nothing wrong. Knowledge can be a high. You want to be a professor? I know dozens of professors at the IITs and MITs and Ansal Universities of the world who can be paid 5 times the money if they go to the corporates, but they just don't want to do it because their high is the play that they do with knowledge and the creating the future of mankind by teaching them. That is a right high by themselves. Talk about creating entrepreneurs. I'm an entrepreneur myself. The high of being able to see things which will come tomorrow, day after, 5 years, 10 years down the lane. And start investing on it today, your time, your effort, your people, your money, and investors' money to make something for the future is a different kind of a high. The high of serving the motherland is a different kind of a high. And if you really think about it, the reason why I'm using the word high is because it's the same high what you feel when you take a bottle of alcohol or any kind of a thing because you enjoy that. I'm talking about taking a type of alcohol which is your work or your passion and doing it for the rest of your life so that you can be high for the rest of your life. And that, I feel, should not be superimposed because of what your parents want you to be, because of what movies you've seen. It should be because of that one simple litmus test of something that can be able to keep you up for 18 hours a day, for 7 days a week, for 365 days a year. And that's what cricket was for a Sachin Tendulkar, or that's what painting was for Van Gogh. And he didn't do it for money, he didn't do it for anything else. He used to get Van Gogh, if you know the most famous painter, one of the most famous painters, he used to get money only equivalent to eating 5 breads in a week, out of which he used to save the money for 2 breads and bring in those paint brushes so that he can do the painting, not because he was selling it for millions of dollars, because the high that he got by doing these paintings was a different orbit altogether. He had his own high. You need to find your own high and really, really move towards that. So that's my only learning that I've had. I don't want to bore you with a very, very long speech. That's the little crisp of everything that I've been able to learn and share from the mistakes I've made, so that I hope we go back while we make new mistakes and keep learning from each other. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best for your future.
Thank you, sir. It was truly motivating. I now invite Mr. Anil Yadav, the Controller of Examination and Director Academic Affairs, to present the students for the award of PhD degree. I invite our Chief Guest, Honorable Shri Tejinder Khanna ji, to hand over the degrees. I request Dr. Kusum Ansal and Honorable Vice Chancellor to please join him. Respective deans to kindly step forward as his or her scholar comes to receive the degree.
Chancellor sir, I now present 11 students in person and 1 in absentia who have qualified to receive the Doctor of Philosophy degree for the award of the PhD degrees. I request that they may please be awarded the degrees. Harsha Bhagwandas Panjani.
आगे मत आइए। एक साइड अब इधर आ जाओ नीचे, वहाँ पे इधर आ जाओ, उसको नहीं देंगे।
महेंद्र सिंह,
एक बार देखा ना, अब इधर आ जाओ, नहीं इधर नीचे निकलना।
मेघा, नीलम रानी, सपना मलिक, आंचल अग्रवाल, अमरिंदर कौर, दीपाली डबास,
आगे गया तो इंग्लिश पढ़ दिया ऊपर।
नुपुर अरोड़ा,
एक मिनट, ये दो चार आप पैर हटाओ आप। ठीक है, अरे ये ना करो,
राधिका मदान, रिजवान उन्निसा, Thank you, sir. I now request our Chief Guest, Shri Tejendra Khanna ji, to deliver the convocation address.
Respected Chancellor Sushil Ansal ji, Srimati Kusum Ansal ji, distinguished Vice Chancellor Dr. Raj Singh ji, guest of honor Shri Saket Modi ji, the two distinguished awardees of Doctorate Honoris Causa, my very respected friend Dr. E. Sridharan and Rasil Gujral Ansal ji, members of the faculty, student body, parents, members of the media and other guests. Firstly, I would like to express personal gratitude to Sushil Ansal ji for kindly inviting me to this prestigious event. When he mentioned to me that one of the awardees of this honoris causa is Dr. E. Sridharan, I was immediately inclined to accept his invitation because I think, as rightly mentioned in the citation, Dr. Sridharan is a role model of what I call a 24-carat gold standard professional who has brought pride to the country and our international standing globally. The Delhi Metro was recognized, I recall, as one of the most modern and finely executed metro schemes in the world, reported in international magazines, and one can see the roots of his value system from where he developed and blossomed into this amazing engineer, scientist and a management expert. Rasim Gujralji was also cited as one of the most innovative architects and interior designers in the world with a global recognition. And I'm again honored to be here to present the Honorary Scholar degree to her as well. I wish to draw your attention to the oft-spoken urge, among Indians to say, Mera Bharat Mahan, that our country should be reaching the pinnacle of greatness. And many years ago, in my first term as Lieutenant Governor in 1997, a conference was organized of teachers, about 3,000-4,000 of them, in Delhi. And the backdrop said, Bharat Puna Bhane Vishwa Guru. Let the country again become a light of knowledge and elevation for the global community. Now, by saying that we want to achieve global recognition, greatness, firstly, nobody seeks, because they say other people should recognize what you have done. You never speak about yourself. Humility is the sign of true greatness, and they say a branch which is laden with fruit bends low. Now, I know we are living in a world which is very competitive, aggressive. If you see the Western pattern, I have studied at the University of California, Berkeley. I have lived as commercial counsellor in London. I have seen Western society. I was Commerce Secretary and travelled to 50-60 countries for bilateral trade talks. I can tell you with all humility, if I were given a second chance to be reborn according to our theory of migration, transmigration, the country one would like to be born in is India. India comes with an amazing legacy of millennia and centuries of seeking a higher quest for human life. While we have to live and earn our livelihoods, do well, earn our daily bread and butter, feed the family, discharge our duties in society. But there is a higher purpose for which Indians believe this human life has been conferred, which is attaining a higher realization of one's true self. What Socrates even said, know thyself, realize who you truly are. And when we have this word human, who in Persian relates to godhood, and man relates to the side that is interacting with the world outside. To be true human beings, we have to balance the search outside with the search inside. And this is unique too. I'd say I have read Christian mystics, Judaism, Islam, Sufism. The inner search is a common pathway it takes you within. In Gurbani there is sab kich bhitar bahar nahi, bahar tole so bharam bhulai, gur prasad jin antar paya tin antar bahar suhela jiyo. Saket Modi ji spoke, and he spoke brilliantly. 18 hours a day you spend, follow your passion, your intuition, and get to something big. Yes. While doing so, please maintain a balance between your inner and outer life. Outside you will see, he says that there is a most peaceful part of the, if you see centuries and years and all, we are living in a time of peace, yes. We have not had major wars, despite all the American efforts to spawn wars, but it's perhaps restricted. But
Any time in the world you see there is always conflict going on, because when you are in a clash of dualities, there is bound to be conflict. India is one country in which Dr. Radhakrishnan, our second Vice President, Professor of Philosophy at Oxford University, wrote, the Hindu view of life is, we believe in the unity of the quest, not the unity of the creed. We are all searching a common quest for higher God realization, linking up with the divinity which has sent us here. We do not mind if the creeds or the pathways are different, how to reach that mountain top. I feel one of the distinguishing characteristics of a true Indian is he will never discriminate against a fellow Indian on the ground of what religion he follows or how he addresses that divine, nameless, eternal entity who was there before we started calling him Vaheguru, before we started calling him Allah, Ram, Krishna. That nameless and timeless entity remained and was always there. Second thing is, when we say we want to contribute to country and society, one of the requirements which I used to talk about gold standard professional for the last 30-35 years, a gold standard professional is one who is number one, totally ethically committed to total impeccable integrity. Whatever he'll do will be 24 karat gold, no compromises. Why are engineers trying to have deals with contractors? Yes, you can build substandard buildings, sariya kam lagao, cement kam lagao, and we'll give you your money. Why? Is this being a professional of gold standard, or is it taking the country down into dumps? A couple of years ago in the Outlook magazine front page, how doctors and diagnostic people are getting into cahoots to prescribe unnecessary tests, get kickbacks, and recover money from the patients. This is a haram ki kamai. Haram ki kamai will only land you up in hospital. There is no go. So one is complete commitment to 100% honesty. And I said at a conference attended by the Honorable President of India, Chief Justice of India, Law Minister of India, in Vigyan Bhavan, Loka Yukta. I said no amount of Loka Yukta CBI Vigilance Department can root out corruption in the public space in India unless people decide not to give and not to receive tainted money. And I said it's surprised that in a country which prides itself सर्व धर्म सम्मान, धर्म प्रधान देश, धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्ष, अर्थार्जन होनी चाहिए धर्म के आधार पे, अरे ऐसे कंट्री में लेने देने का कहाँ सवाल आता है? और जो लोग लेने देने का काम करते हैं वो देश को पतन की ओर ले जा रहे हैं, उसकी महानता की ओर नहीं ले जा रहे. So when I want to request you, and you have a fantastic Vice Chancellor here, I have had the opportunity of meeting him. Sushil and Ansal ji is an icon in his own sphere of development of townships and properties. Kusum Ansal ji is a great writer, and I have read her books and an amazing capacity to not only conceive things from real life and the mind interactions, but to express them beautifully. When you have such faculty members, such dedicated, and I was told as I was coming, Dr. Raj Singh has an amazing ability to pick up fine people in all his faculties and get the best so that they can deliver the best to the students. So with this kind of atmosphere, it is necessary that every student who passes out with a degree from Ansal University must make a lifelong commitment here and now, if not already done. Throughout their long career, they will not accept one penny of tainted money to cross into their threshold. The second thing of a high-quality professional, in my view, is a capacity for unsupervised hard work. Cowper said, honor and fame in no condition lie. William Cowper, act well your part, there all the honor lies. If you are a sweeper sweeping a railway station platform and doing a good job, you are far better in the eyes of God Almighty, whatever, than a person who is a trained person, engineer, doctor, whatever, professional, and is giving substandard service in what he is doing. Act well your part, there all the honor lies. And unsupervised hard work. Once told this is your job, you stand and do 15 hours a day, 17, whatever it takes, but to deliver. I was sharing with Dr. Sushil Ansal ji and Dr. Raj Singh ji, if we want clean cities in India under the Swachh Bharat program, I would like to openly say here the only way to do it is to give entire city management to groups of ex-military retired officers, Air Force, Navy and Army, and then see how they keep them as clean as any cantonment in the country. Why? Because they are taught to shoot for the bull's eye and they will not brook interference. And let me share with you what Dr. Sridharan was so kind to recall when we had a cup of tea before the convocation. He said, when in my first term we invited him to come and chair the Delhi Metro project, he said, I put two conditions to you: no interference in selection of staff and no interference in award of building contracts. And he said, sir, you gave me these two commitments, and then I came to the Delhi Metro. I am saying, as a professional, he insisted on those requirements, and as a professional, in the eyes of God, I said, definitely, they are genuine requirements and we will stand by them. We never interfered, and he delivered a world-class metro to the city and to many other cities in India. So, other thing is, when we talk about, prayer, linking with God Almighty and all, one thing becomes so clear to me: you cannot link with God Almighty, who is an ocean of love, if you treat his fellow human beings and creatures by the antithesis of love, dishonesty, anger, tamasic vyavhar. And you think your prayers will be accepted by going to temples and mosques and all. No. If you want that love to be received by you, you have to share it with fellow human beings. And the moment you do that, you cannot be dishonest, you cannot cheat, you cannot be angry, you cannot indulge in tamasic behavior. And if today Indian, we say sometimes, Western hawa chal rahi hai yahan pe, family values are now getting shaken. Families are the building block of society. They can only be strong if we treat other family members with humility, respect and love. Where all this negative thing starts, the breakdown in the family starts. For heaven's sake, keep up the commitment to make yourselves proud, your family proud, your society, nation. The only way to do it is be gold standard professionals, no compromise with quality, with requirements, and please keep an inner balance between the world outside, which is full of duality, clashes, conflicts, whether you like it or not. Today may be peaceful, tomorrow will be conflict. This change of weather is going to keep on happening. And in all the scriptures, our great gurus, saints have said, inside there is no war, outside then the choice is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. It was indeed enlightening. Ansal University recognizes the excellent academic performance of its students, which comes in the form of gold and silver medals awarded to them. I invite Mr. Anil Yadav, Controller of Examination, and Director Academic Affairs to present the medal awardees. I invite Guest of Honor Shri Saket Modi and Dr. Kusum Ansal to do the honors.
So, I now present those meritorious students to you who have been adjudged for the award of gold and silver medals for overall academic excellence in their respective program. For Bachelor of Architecture, the silver medal is, there is a tie. First one is Arushi Rana.
Kindly be silent.
Shraddha Jain.
Thank you.
And the gold goes to Neha Deswal. Bachelor of Business Administration, silver medalist Lakshya Garg. Bachelor of Design, Interior Design, silver medal goes to Dheeraj Karagwal. The gold goes to Jyotsna Grover. Bachelor of Design, Product Design, the gold goes to Hina Khanna. Bachelor of Design, Visual Communication, the gold goes to Taranveer Singh Sahni. BTech Civil Engineering, the silver goes to Pankaj Kumar. BTech Computer Science and Engineering, the silver goes to Shubham Verma. BTech Electrical and Electronics Engineering, the gold goes to Saurabh Sindhu. BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering, silver goes to Apeksha Negi. And the gold goes to Riya Negi. BTech Mechanical Engineering, silver goes to Taran Kumar. And the gold goes to Ojasvi Gaur. Master of Architecture in Urban Design, the silver goes to Saina Anand. the gold goes to Avtar Bhalla.
We expect an applause from everyone sitting here.
Master of Business Administration, the silver goes to Neeraj Mahela. And the gold goes to Shefali. Master of Design, Interior Design, the silver goes to Paridhi Bhandari.
Don't hoot. You're not supposed to scream or shout. You're supposed to clap. That you're not doing.
And the gold goes to Siddharth Chakrabarti. These were the program-wise toppers. Now I'm going to announce the university toppers. For the undergraduate programs of the university, the silver goes to Shubham Verma. For the postgraduate programs of the university, the silver goes to Neeraj Mahala. And for the postgraduate programs, the gold goes to Shefali. Thank you, sir.
That completes the award of medals for meritorious students. I now request Dr. Kanupriya, Associate Dean, School of Law, to present the graduates of the postgraduate programs. May I request the Chief Guest, Guest of Honor, the Chancellor and the Vice Chancellor to come forward to give away the degrees to the graduates.
दोनों तरफ से
अब दोनों तरफ ना
Chancellor sir, I now present you the students of the postgraduate programs of Ansal University whose names are set out on the list, including those in absentia and who have qualified to receive the degree. I request that they may please be awarded the degree. We start with Masters of Architecture Urban Design, Amit Sasmal, Anureka Bhattacharya, Anshika Juneja, Palak Changwal, Swati Bhatla, Shweta Samal, Tapti Bhanja, students of Masters of Design, Interior Design. Abhay Gupta, Ambika Juneja, Ayushi Goel, Gunpreet Kaur, Karan Jain, Kriti Sharma, Mandeep Sharma, Mona Jain, Navdisha Paridhi, Sakshi Shivangi, Siddharth Sonal, Vedam, Vidhun, the students of Master of Business Administration, Aditi Akansha, Akasha Aman, Amit Atul, Chahat Dipanshu, Gaurav Jyoti, Manish Mantri, Manpreet Mili, Mirwais Mohit, Neeraj Mahala, Neeraj Yadav, Nitin Pallavi, Pooja Preeti,
Can we have acknowledgement in the form of applause?
Priya Priyanka, Priyanka Rashmi,
Keep clapping, it's your day.
Rohit Dahiya, Rohit Singh, Sahil Saurav, Shifali Shivangi, Shubhangi, Soni Tanisha. Vrinda. Yogesh. Ashish. Achal. Arushi. Avtar. Ipsita. Mohammad Mahmood. Saina. And Vasudha. I now request Dr. Vibhuti Sachdev, Dean, Sushant School of Art and Architecture, to present the students of Bachelor of Architecture and Bachelor of Planning.
I request all students to please avoid hooting. And there are other ways of showing your happiness, like clapping loudly. Thank you. Chancellor Sir, I now present to you the students of the Bachelor of Architecture and Bachelor of Planning, including those in absentia, who have qualified to receive the degree. I request that they may please be awarded the degree. Bachelor of Architecture. Adrika Sharma. Ashi Jain. Ashita Renu. Achintya Vashish.
Please don't stand. Kindly be seated.
Akanksha Sharma.
Kindly be seated.
Sorry, Akanksha Agarwal. Akshay Dua. Akshit Agarwal. Aman Pasricha. Annabelle Aluwalia.
It is humbly requested that you all maintain the decorum. Parents, please sit. Take your seats. There are assigned photographers.
Anshul Sood. Anshul Tibrewal. Ankit Bhutani. Aranyak Khurana. Arjun Gain. Arjun Kataria. That was a good photo op. Arpit Khatri. Arpit Sharma. Arushi Rana, Asa Verma, Atika Bhargav, Ayush Gulati, Ayushi Khemka, Ayushi Rajdua, Bhagyavardhan Rawal, Chandrika Nath, Cheshta Arora, Diksha Batra, Diksha Gulati, Diksha Gulati, Dipanjali, Dhruv Pawar, Divyansh Prakash, Garima Goyal, Gautami Khanna, Harshita Agarwal, Ikashna Jain, Janvi Singh, Arushi Vishish, I don't seem to have the part of the list. Anything? Sorry, the list has been updated because of the entries. So there's Soumya Khanna. Sehaj Kaur Brar. Lakshay Kumar. How could I miss your name? Yes. Sehaj Kaur Brar, Shikhar Gaur, Shivani Kumari, Shivani Mathur, we'll all get there. In the end, it'll all be fine. Shraddha Jain. Thank you. Shreya Jain. Shubhangi Shrestha. Shubhit Nirankari.
I gave my phone to someone.
Sonakshi. Shrishti Kulania. Ritika Tiwari, Urvashi Vasim, Utkarsh Singh, Vartika Saxena, Varun Singh, Vashina Mittal, Vidit Goyal, Vrinda Jajaria, Yashpriya Gupta, Zorawar Singh, Arushi Vashisht, Mohit Gupta, Mohit Kalra, Nandika Singh Parmar, Nandita Rana, Neetu Saini, Neha Deswal, Nitya Kalyanara, Niveta Chawla, Palak Goyal, Paridhi, Prachi Goyal, Pragya Shukla, Pranat Singh, Prasid Chaudhary, Pratiksha Mintri.
We can have a round of applause.
Preksha Jain, Prerna Gupta, Pushpin Singhal, Radhika Agarwal, Rahul Rana, Reneel David, Riya Kumar,
ये इधर भी शॉट मारियो
Rhythm Boundary,
बैटरी बोल के लेने के बाद दोनों तरफ से ले लो राइट में मार
Riddhima Mittal, Rohan Chabra, Sagar Jindal, Diksha Gulati. This are done. These are done. Sorry, there is some little bit of confusion in the list. So I've got 5 minutes. I'm sure they're up to something. Lavanya Vashish, Madhur Batra, Mehak Wadhwa, Mahima Gupta, Mannat Malhotra, Manya Valia, Mayank Goyal, Meghna Prakash, Milka Mehra, Mikasha Sinha, Mohammad Mustaqim, Sahil Sharma, Sahil Srivastava, Sania Gulati, Soumya Khanna, Sehaj Kaur Barar, Shikhar Gaur, already done, okay. Shreya Jain, because I can see Shreya. Shreya Ahuja. Thank you. Shreya Ahuja. Shreya Jain. Shreyoshi Dasgupta. Shubhangi Shrestha. Shubhit Nirankari, Sonakshi, what's Tanya Kamar, thank you. Udita Tiwari, so Vedant Mehra, you may come and receive your degree. Vidit Goyal, Lavanya, no. Okay. Yes, Bachelor of Architecture done. Now, Bachelor of Planning, Bachelor in Planning, Alankrita Malik, Anirudh Yadav, Nitin Kumar, Rohan Sharma, Sakshi, Soumya Gupta, Shivam Sarwar, Shubham Sharma, and Yatash Bhardwaj. request Professor Radhika Roy, Dean Sushant School of Design, to present students of the Bachelor of Design. Chancellor Sir, I now present to you the students of the Bachelor of Design, including those in absentia, who have qualified to receive the degree. I request that they may please be awarded the degree. Ashi Jain, Neha Tomar.
Kindly maintain silence. Can you please all sit on your assigned seats?
Pallavi Sharma, Priyanka Pansari.
Kindly keep sitting.
Karan Sharma, Rajneesh Roshan.
Those who have already been awarded the degrees, I request you not to leave the venue, please. All are requested to please be seated on their designated seats. I request the parents to please settle down.
Adit Handa. Aditi Gupta, Bijay Biju. Dheeraj Karagwal, Gunjan Walia. Harshil Kapoor, Jyotsna Globa.
All the awardees are supposed to wait for the investiture ceremony and administration of pledge.
Mehak Verma, Navroz Kaur Chawla. Shivangi Khanna, Siddhant Chaudhary. Hena Khanna, Dhruv Mishra. Bhavya Parashar, Devika Grover. Parak Arora, Tanaya Srivastav, Taranveer Singh Soni.
Thank you, sir.
All students to whom the degrees have been awarded will stand invalid till the time you attend the pledge ceremony. You need to undergo the administration of pledge. Till then your degree is not valid. So kindly sit on your seat.
May I now request Dr. Anamika Paul, Dean, School of Engineering and Technology, to present the students of the Bachelor of Technology.
Hello. Chancellor Sir, I now present to you the students of the Bachelor of Technology, including those in absentia who have qualified to receive the degree. I request that they may please be awarded the degree. I'll start with BTech Civil Engineering. I have Mohammad Asad Khan, Amok Garg, Anil Kumar, Anmol Anand, Azad Hussain, Daksh Lohan, Eklavya Bhandari, Himanshu Talwar, Nitish Kumar, Pankaj Kumar, Prince Kaur Rahul Chauhan. And Vanit Singla. We have next BTech in Computer Science and Engineering. We have Richa Sharma. Akash Bamba and Aditi Jindal. Aman Kapoor and Anjali Kumari. Anushka Yadav, Arpit Garg, Aishma Khosla. विकास नाथ,
ऑन है बिल्कुल ठीक है।
दीपक गुप्ता,
अपने साथ क्लियर की
धवल शिवहरे, दीक्षाली त्यागी, दिव्यांशी शर्मा, गीतेश द्विवेदी, Hariom Soni and Harshul Sachdev. Ritu Chaudhary, Hitu Chaudhary, Jatin Sharma, Karan Ahuja, Manish Kumar, Mayank Verma, Prabhangshu Kashyap Sharma, Prayas Biswas, Priyanka Kalra, Rahul Goyal, Rupal Tanwar, Shobham Jain, Shubham Verma या यज्ञाक दत्ता। We'll start with BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering.
Can you please maintain silence?
We have Adit Sharma and Apeksha Negi. Dhamanjeet Singh and Gargi Mangal. Kartik Chandan and Niharika Naval. Prince Sapra and Priyanshu Lakra. We have Pulkit Gupta and Riya Negi. Sargam Dabas and Shubham Singh Tomar. Stanley Emmanuel Shaji and Udit Chadha. and Utkarsh Rawat. We start with BTech in Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Akash Yadav. Avinash Kumar Pathania and Chetan Sharma. Mohit and Siddharth Yadav. Saurabh Sindhu. We'll now start with BTech in Mechanical Engineering, Akash Shokin and Akash Yadav. Alok Kumar and Ashutosh Saini. Keshav Gulati and Nischay Dutt Gaur. Ojasvi Gaur and Parth Sharma. Rishabh Jain and Rohan Singh Sajwan. Sagar Yadav, Sumit Yadav. Tarun Kumar and Yuvraj Ritu. May I now request Dr. Samiksha Ocha, Dean, Sushal School of Business, to present the students of the Bachelors of Business Administration and Bachelors of Commerce.
Chancellor Sir, I now present the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration who have qualified to receive the degree, including those in absentia. I request that they may please be awarded the degree. May I please request the people in the queue to please hold your degree so that it's easier for you when you come up. Thank you. And may I please request that the people who got the degree to please sit down and maintain decorum and silence. Thank you. Anushka Gupta, Divya Kumar, Gunish Dingra, Ishmat Singh Kohli, Kabir Anand, Komal Thakran, Lakshya Garg, Manish Kumar, Mohit Adlakha, Muskan Gandas, Nitya Sagar, Paras Sahu, Puneet Thakran, Rashi Arora, Rashmi Bakkar, Rishabh Jain, Rishabh Bharadwaj, Rishabh Gupta, Rishabh Mehta, Riya Yadav, Sahil Yadav, Samrit Agarwal, Soham Kejriwal, Steffi, Tushya Iyer, Vibhor Ruperia, Yash Dikshit, Chancellor Sir, I now present the graduates of the Bachelor of Commerce who have qualified to receive the degree, including those in absentia. I request that they may please be awarded the degree. Abhishek Daya, Abhishek Yadav, Abhishek Yadav, Adish Soni, Ajay Saroha, Aman Kumar, Aman Sharma, Ashish Bhardwaj, Ayush Bhardwaj, Bhanu P. Singh Tanwar, Deepak Tokas, Farhat Siddiqui, Gaurav Yadav, Jatin Singh, Kamal Sharma, Kumari Sanjana, Manshi Tyagi,
गर्मी लग रही है मैंने गर्म
Nisika Arya, Nitya Agarwal, Pooja Ahuja, Priyanka Yadav, Rakshit Vora, Rizul Gupta, Rohan Singh, Rohit Sahu, Ronaz, Rukhsar Saifi, Sachin Ahuja, Saurabh Dagar, Shrey Arora, Soumya Malhotra, Saurabh Bhalla, Swati Yadav, Veronica Bajaj, Vinita Taneja, Yashika Bhardwaj, Dheeraj. May I now request Professor Amnish Mishra, Dean School of Hospitality Management, to present the graduates of the BSc HMTC of Ansal University.
Good afternoon, Chancellor Sir.
and all the dignitaries. Chancellor Sir, I now present to you the students of Bachelor of Science in Hotel Management and Catering Technology, including those in absentia who have qualified to receive the degree. I request that they may be please be awarded the degree. Thank you, sir.
Kindly maintain silence.
Puneet Gautam, Aanchal Malla, Aman Jain, Anmol Shrivastava, Ankur Yadav, Anurag Kukshal, Garima Rohilla, Hemant Gurung, Lalit Sahu, Neelam Saini, Lalit Sahu, Neelam Saini, Rishabh Sagar Charles, Saurabh Agrawal, Sonali Sahane, Siddharth Devra, Anupam Shah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
With this, we complete the distribution of postgraduate and undergraduate degrees. May I please request all of you to kindly take your seats as we are going to proceed with the investiture and pledge ceremony. Kindly take your seats. All the recipients of degrees, PhD, honoris causa, PhD, postgraduate and undergraduate degrees are requested to rise for the investiture. Please hold your degree. Please hold your degree in your left hand and place your right hand on your chest like this. You have to keep standing like this. And may I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir to perform the investiture and confer the degrees.
At the back side, kindly settle quickly. Hold your degree in the left hand side like this and put your right hand on the chest. By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of Ansal University, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have individually qualified and received today, and charge you that in your life, by thought, word and deed, and conversation, you prove yourselves worthy of it. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Kindly keep standing. And I now request Honorable Registrar Colonel Rajiv Chauhan to administer the pledge.
Good afternoon, all of you. When I say I, you're supposed to put your name, repeat the name of yourself there. I do hereby solemnly pledge that I shall by thought, word, deed, and conversation endeavor to be worthy of the degree that has been conferred on me. I shall be a law-abiding citizen and shall strive to live up to the standards of excellence and bring rollers to my alma mater, my family, and my country. Congratulations, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Please keep sitting. Please be seated. Chancellor, sir, I request you to declare the convocation closed.
I hereby declare the convocation closed.
I now request everyone to rise for national anthem. The venue, and I request you all to rise and keep standing till the procession leaves the venue. Kindly clear the red carpet area. Students, please ensure that the red carpet area is clear. Everybody keep standing and maintain the decorum, please.
Lunch I haven't. You're not looking at it.
Well. 3, go! Thank you. बोलना अभी नहीं स्टार्ट
This is for over a period, and then you don't need your glasses anymore. You don't need
It
this.
cures the myopia. Need not be in blind schools if they use the devices. They can come to the mainstream. He has learned that the rest of the life they will be living like this. Recent innovations.
I'm glad. I'm very happy.
Oxide has been in a lab here. The patient has to train also.
Exactly. June, the day we see
That is the left. You gone up to Parita?
It's the only place I've seen it in Delhi. It's amazing. The young kids who are doing
Thank you, sir. I have to leave, sir. I have to leave because my course parents are here, so I just want to go by waiting to say hi to them. Okay, no problem. Okay. So, thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Excuse me. Nice and light also.
नारू दूध 5-7 मिनट 5 मिनट
Beautiful, very nice. It's big there. We are done with it. Why do we
Madam.
हमारे से लीजिए
वेट वेट
Please, ma'am. Yes. Thank you. Please look here, ma'am.
खाने की जरूर रहेंगे
आप शादी में आए हो फोटो खिंचा ले अपने
लगनी चाहिए
फिर हमें बताना अफगानिस्तान में कोई नहीं Oh my God, there is a video going on. God, I've been fighting. And I've been stopping. Why is there a video?
इसको तो स्कूल से बस पकड़नी होती है 6:45 बस आती है
Slow, slow, slow.